A ship does not smash through ice. It climbs onto it and crushes it with its own weight. In the Arctic winter, the ocean freezes into a solid sheet 3 meters thick. No ordinary vessel can enter that frozen world. Only an icebreaker can. And the way it works will completely change how you think about force and motion and what it means to break something. From above, the Arctic looks like another planet. Endless white stretches to the horizon. Pressure ridges rise like frozen waves. Cracks spiderweb across the surface in mysterious patterns. This is the battlefield where the icebreaker does its daily work. The white wilderness is beautiful, but deadly. The word icebreaker sounds like it breaks ice by hitting it, but the ship does not break ice by hitting it. It breaks ice by riding up onto it first. You picture a hammer hitting glass. The ship is not a hammer. The ice is not glass. The ship is a wedge. The ice is a ceiling. The ship drives up onto the ceiling. Then gravity finishes the job. The bow is not pointed. It is rounded like a spoon. That curve is the whole secret. When the hull hits the ice, the curve lifts the ship up. The higher it climbs, the more weight presses down. The ice has no choice. It shatters under the pressure. This is physics magic. Watch in slow motion how the bow climbs. The ice flexes downward first, then it reaches its limit and cracks radiate outward. Water is displaced in a white spray. The physics is beautiful and brutal at the same time. Silence witnesses power. The bow lifts the ship up so gravity presses down. This is the true mechanism of icebreaking. Below the surface, the geometry is brutal. The ice pushes down, the hull pushes up, the contact point moves aft, the lever arm grows longer. At a critical angle, the ice exceeds its flexural strength. It snaps cleanly. Geometry is the invisible weapon. A force diagram makes it clear. The normal force pushes perpendicular to the curved hull. The ship's weight pushes straight down. The resultant force drives the ice past its breaking point. Geometry does what brute force cannot. Vectors do not lie. Engine power matters, but full speed with a pointed bow just spins in place. The spoon bow turns horizontal motion into vertical force. You think speed breaks ice. Actually, geometry breaks ice. This is the counterintuitive truth. The first icebreakers were steam-powered. They rammed, they backed up, they rammed again. It was brutal, slow, and dangerous. Crews hated this way of working. Naval architects finally asked a different question. What shape can climb ice? The evolution from pointed to rounded bow took decades. Blueprints, model tests in ice basins recorded the history. Every step was about climbing better. Today's shape is the result of generations of trial and error. It is crystallized wisdom. Force meets resistance. Geometry finds the way. Today, the Arctica leads the fleet. Nuclear-powered, 25,000 horsepower. But the real muscle is still that spoon bow. The reactor just feeds the climb. The geometry does the braking. The reactor only provides energy. Geometry is the true muscle. On the bridge, officers monitor ice conditions on radar. They calculate every attack angle and speed precisely. Technology assists, but geometry remains the core. The computer cannot change the physics of the spoon bow. Physics wins over code. Why does this matter? Because a stuck ship in the Arctic equals a death sentence. 40 below zero. Fuel runs out. Food runs out. The ice does not care about your schedule. It only yields to the right shape. This is survival logic. In 1915, Endurance froze in the Weddell Sea. 10 months later, the ice crushed her hull like an eggshell. Shackleton's crew survived by miracle. A proper icebreaker would have climbed that ice. Geometry can save lives. In 2022, they found the Endurance wreck, perfectly preserved on the seabed. Her name still clear on the stern. Historical proof that without geometry, the ice always wins. The deep sea witnesses truth. The phrase jumped from ships to parties. At a cocktail party, silence is the ice. A joke is the spoon bow. It lifts the mood. The tension shatters. Conversation flows naturally. Social life also needs a bow. Next time you enter a quiet room, remember the Arctica. You do not need a sledgehammer. You need a rounded opener. One sentence, one story. The shape of your words decides if the ice breaks. You also have a bow. In business settings, everyone feels initial awkwardness. A good opener acts like the spoon bow. It instantly dissolves the tension. Conversation flows naturally. The shape of your words matters. Everyone can learn this skill. Every supply run to McMurdo, every science mission to the pole, every rescue in the Ross Sea waits for this ship. The spoon bow lets the world know what happens at the bottom of the planet. It is the lifeline of Earth's bottom. McMurdo is the largest logistics hub in Antarctica. The icebreaker brings fuel, food, equipment. Without it, scientific research cannot proceed. The lifeline is right here. Every crate of supplies depends on it. Ice does not yield to force. It yields to geometry. This is the law of physics. No exceptions. The bow rises, the stern drops. The ice screams. Open water appears. The channel is cut. The mission continues. The sound of geometry winning echoes across the polar region. This is the only sound that matters. The icebreaker leaves a dark channel through the white ice. Ships behind can pass safely. It has opened a path for everyone else. That is what a true icebreaker does. It makes way for others. The obstacle is not a roadblock. It is the road itself. Geometry does not clear the obstacle. It teaches you how to cross it. That is wisdom. New episodes drop every day. See you tomorrow.